to become and stay in that star level.
I feel like Juelz is right behind Wayne. Topic.
What?
Yes.
What? Like, oh, Wayne Brady. Oh yeah.
Wayne, like what Wayne you talking about? Gretzky?
Wow.
Damn.
Wow.
You
No
know some
love.
Wayne Brady.
No love.
What are you saying?
Yeah, that makes sense. Wayne Brady.
I get these things.
Wayne.
I don't know who he talking about.
Little Wayne, Mr. Tunchi himself. Like I feel like
He's
in
behind.
terms. I'm talking about in terms of what they could do. Like I just feel like for whatever reason, Joel Santana just didn't do it. Like he had big records. Like
So in reference to what they can do, but George didn't do it.
that's what I'm saying. Like he was like he could have like you know how Wale could be on that next level. He just always like almost there but not there. That's how I felt
like
about
Memphis Bleak.
Joel's.
Like Memphis Bleak. I feel you, bro.
No, hell no.
Like Memphis Bleak. I got you, man. I feel you, man. We were the same. We out here, man. I feel you. I smell what you cooking, man. Like J.R. Ryder. J.R. Ryder, he's out here. He
And I
right,
like JR.
He right behind Cam. Like he just need like one big hit. Like I feel you. Okay, man.
Y'all tripping on.
What you talking about? We agree.
Y'all tripping.
Okay. Now you want to bag off of this topic. I got you, man.
You comparing them
that's
to
interesting
J.R.
stance,
Ryder, bro.
I mean,
J.R.
we
Ryder?
all saying the same thing.
J.R.
You know,
Ryder.
like Freeway. He had the 1-800 Hustlers. Yeah, what we
If
do.
you said Beanie Siegel,
no, because Benny Siegel actually, you know, he actually had he had a few good albums. He was 3 for 3. Well, he actually had more albums than that, but it was after The Rock, so
3 good albums.
The Be Common was dope.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, okay. I thought the second album was alright.
Yeah, the other one was alright.
Yeah, but you know, we just playing on the margins now. We just round up. We could just round up. So we almost did.
Unless it's Jules.
We agree with you. We agree with you on Jules. You said he was almost as good as Dwayne Wayne.
Yeah.
Just keep pushing, bro.
I think he flowed one time on A Different World, man.
Yeah, he did.
That's how he got Whitney.
Get your hands off my girl. Some boy. So
since Denise ain't here, I guess I'll holler at you, Whitney.
Wow.
I don't know what she went to. Last season she here, this season she not.
welcome everyone to another episode of the Warm Up. It's me, Chris the Bucks Whisperer. I'm here with the guys. Nuck If You Bucks Season 2. We got Kev RL and we got Deuce in the building. Say what's up to our fans and our folks who listen to us, guys.
Hey out there.
Hey, what it do, fam? How y'all doing?
What's up?
Cool. And this is your first time rocking with us. This is a place where we talk about sports, current events, and everything else in between through the lens of black culture. If you're here on the first time on the audio side, on Spotify or Apple Podcast, on podcast side, check us out on YouTube. Get some of these antics, off-screen antics that we post as well. And if you're on the video side, check us out on the Spotify. Support us on that. Give us 5 stars. Give us a thumbs up. Give us the mics up. Notification. Hit the subscribe button if you like what we got to say. And tell a friend and tell a friend. Anything else I'm missing on that? Anything else you guys want to add?
I think you hit all. You know, IG's Discord soon come. Twitter, we on the Twitters. Reddit.
We on the tweeters.
On the Twitter.
We on the tweeters. We on the Instagrams. We on.
I can even pull up on TikTok if y'all keep watching us.
Hey, and I said I vowed to never do TikTok, but I may do it for y'all.
Why not?
You know, that's for the kids.
Don't be making those vows, man.
That's for the kids, man. They be out here when we do this. Hey, bro, I'm not doing that. So, but yeah, check us out on the social media, man. We still have those things going.
Facebook,
Reddit, all those things. So, yeah, man, hit us up, look us up, engage with us and tell us what you like, what you don't like, all that fun stuff, man. So, yeah, we're gonna keep rocking this. Anything else? Yeah, let's just get right into it, man. Look, NBA Finals, man. We're here in the sunset. It's the final witching hour. We had the Bucks and the Suns going at it. Bucks are up 3-2 with the ability to close it out on Tuesday behind Giannis and Chris Middleton. Like, who would have ever thought that the best player in the NBA Finals right now would have been the Giannis Antetokounmpos of the world. We saw that like a couple of years ago, he couldn't get past the wall. He kept getting stuck, and now this guy and Chris Middleton have become the Batman and Robin of the NBA collectively. And yeah, man, looks like it's dire times. Again, Game 6, I believe. Yeah, Game 6, Tuesday. What do y'all think, man? Y'all think the Suns are able to extend this and make it a game, or is this Bucks destiny? We just gonna go ahead and call it. I already called it, by the way. You know, I've been a Bucks fan all my life, so. Yeah. So, anyways, I'm just thinking, it was just a little quibble that just went through, a little tidbit I went through out there. So, you know, I've been a Bucks fan, so.
Okay.
Breaking news. Haven't heard that one before.
I know, right?
No, that's the first time too, man.
Wow. So y'all don't pay attention. You gotta read the tea leaves.
I too love the Giants of New York.
But yeah, man, what y'all think, man? Y'all think my Bucks are able to close it out this year, man?
Your
My
Bucks.
Bucks. Hear this guy,
Hey,
man.
who you going to first, man? Just let us know.
Go ahead, Buck. Buck season 2. Look if you Buck season 2.
First of all, I gotta go ahead and apologize to Antetokounmpo because you know when he said he wanted to stay in Milwaukee, I gave a little chuckle. It was like, ha, you know, you want to give that a shot again?
Wow.
Who would have thunk it?
Mhm.
You know, season's very different this year, but we don't make excuses. We know people have been injured, teams fell short, whatever the case is, but they still climbed them out on top. That's all part of the finals. That's all part of the championship. And they're competing at a high level. Antetokounmpo doing his thing as he usually does in the regular season. He's been able to materialize that into playoff success. Middleton, you know, the Robin to the Batman. He's having good games. You know, there's been, I think it was like game 1 or 2 where it's just like, ugh. But, you know, strung enough good games together to get them where they're at now. In terms of do we think they're going to end it in 6? Very highly likely, but I do not count Chris Paul out. We've seen what he's done with multiple teams. He's brought he's brought that OKC team to the finals and, you know, had some success there. I think they can at least pull one more out, but this is going to be an uphill battle, especially if, you know, like you guys mentioned, D-Book's playing high level and it's just not enough. But I mean, they are close games. It can go either way.
Yeah. Except for that blowout. Yeah, they were all close.
Well,
Yeah. Except for the play.
Something was wrong there. I told you that game, everything
Yeah.
was out of wax. I don't count that one. That's like a scratch.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, that's just how I see it.
All right, I feel you. You know, so you hedging your bets. You're not all in on either side because you believe in Chris Paul. I got you. Man.
I think Chris Paul can get them at least one more. I mean, when I say Chris Paul, obviously, you know, D-Book having a great game and all that, but I just feel like, you know, when we talk about how players put their input and their will into the game and just make it happen, I think he'll step up in the big moments and make something happen.
Okay. All right. I feel you, man.
Still lose the series, but I think they can get one.
Oh, wow.
So they're gonna win one just to lose one. Okay, I feel you.
Hey.
All right.
That's not how they'll see it. You know, you win one game at a time. I think they
One
think
game
they
at a
can.
time.
I think they definitely think they can win this series. But I think the way the Bucks have been playing, they just keep being able to close them out and just not let them come back in.
I feel you. Hey man, no need to explain yourself further. I like you could just let the hey man, we gonna win one then lose one. I'm okay with that.
Hey,
So
That ain't guaranteed either, though, because they're going to be going back home, which hasn't proven anything.
guarantee. I gave you the Charles Barkley guarantee on that one.
You're not hitting the button.
I ain't got. We don't got the budget yet.
we ain't got the, yeah, that's exactly that's right. You know what I'm saying? So Kev, man, how you feel?
Man, I think Nucky Bucks laid it out perfectly. Like, I don't even have much to add to that because with Chris Paul, even without the belief, it's just I can't count him out. I would like to just be like, oh man, they just look so dominant right now, the Bucks that is. When they have the lead or when they're down, they have this way to just get back in it and keep the lead, keep them at bay. So I am worried, when I saw that last game, I was like, all right, it's heading in that direction. Like it's gonna be tough. Y'all put yourself in a tough situation right now. But like Monty Williams said to those boys in with the blowout game, everything you want is on the other side of hard. So at the end of the day, this you need this defeat in order to make the comeback story. You know what I mean? So who knows? Maybe they're gearing it up for that super comeback, and CP3 put his chest out there like, yes, I did this. Or what we've been seeing, Giannis just maintain the dominance with the help from Drew Holiday on that last play with that steal, the X factor, like we've been saying, he could be the missing piece. He showed it that last game. So it's just a lot of stuff going on right now where it's not guaranteed either direction for me. But I definitely feel like the momentum is in the Bucks territory, and they have a good chance of closing it out or taking it in 7.
Okay, all right. So we got 2 hedges and a deuce. Hey, Deuce, what you got, man?
Man, Phoenix coming back, bro.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
thank you.
Phoenix coming back. So let's talk about Middleton, man. Awesome player, bro. But whether you love him or hate him, wait till the next game. He's gonna do the opposite. Okay? Y'all acting like Middleton's been delivering this entire playoffs. They have a good game, they have a dud. They have a good game, they have a dud.
Nah, not this playoffs.
What?
It had one occasion that went back and forth like that. Just one.
Play the tapes. Tapes. And we talked about this a pod or 2 ago, man. Because he's that borderline all-star player, man.
Yeah.
He's gonna give you some monster games. The other days, I don't know what happens. It's just he's not delivering, right? We had 2 good games from Middleton. Drew Holiday. Let's not act. I love Drew, but let's not act like Drew's been delivering this whole playoff series, man. He hasn't. Bud finally made some changes. He allowed Drew to stick to Chris Paul a little bit more. You see the effects of that. The defense is going to travel. Defense travels well. Offense, Drew hit this game, made a huge difference. I don't expect that to be the same for because they play the next. It's still in Phoenix, right? Because Game 7's in Milwaukee.
No.
No.
They already won in Phoenix.
Yeah. They're gonna be at home.
So I still think Phoenix is gonna come through, man. Chris Paul is gonna figure out this thing that's going on. Devin Booker's been going. I think Phoenix issue is too much book, man. You got like a nice team. I miss that ball movement that was happening during the first 2 games. I miss giving it to Ayton, although the Bucks did a wonderful job of going big. Bump that small ball stuff. They went big in that second quarter. And that's what won the game, man. They had Lopez, Giannis, Portis out there, man. Killing. And Covington came in when Drew picked up those quick fouls, man. So they had that spread. And they destroyed Phoenix, man. Phoenix doesn't have size, especially behind Ayton. So that's tough, but I don't think that's going to happen again, man. I think Phoenix is going to get their mind right and fix these issues. And I think Middleton's going to miss shots next game. And I think Drew, that defense will be there. When he dropped this game, probably won't. Not next game.
Wow. I mean, I was with you when you said Phoenix, only because of the fact you actually just picked someone. You wasn't like, oh, well, they may win, possibly 75%.
Phoenix coming through, man. It means everything for Paul.
I gave it to the Bucks for the record, though.
You did give it to the Bucks. I do recall that.
You buried it in there. It was right at the end. He got called out for trying to defense. I'll say the Bucks.
It's okay, man. He didn't say it with his chest, but he did. It was in there.
So I gave a guarantee. How much more the chest?
Oh, did you use a guarantee? I thought you was mocking. I thought you was mocking Charles.
No, I'm dead serious.
So you guarantee the Bucks? Yes. Bucks and 7.
Hold me to it.
Bucks and 7.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Kev, you said
Phoenix and 7, man.
You said Bucks and. You said you don't know.
That don't sound as smooth, Kurt, because they had no choice but to win in the 7. Just put that out there.
The thing is the momentum.
For those that's doing math, yeah, of course.
It's Bucks world right now.
Okay.
And just every time I think they're gonna do something to come back, it's like, man, y'all ain't capable right now. But they are at the same time. You check some missed shots, some 50-50 balls. rebounds, defensive rebounds. Sometimes it's just horrible for the Suns. So they're giving up these second chance shots. It just, man, they be hurting themselves a lot.
The Bucks have those
These past
monsters,
couple
man.
games.
Hey, you know what's confusing to me? Devin Booker, he could get past his man, but he'll drive to take a more difficult shot. It's not a layup. He'll drive. There's like that space that's open between the 3-point and maybe the top of the key.
Yeah.
That's open, but he'll continue into the paint to take like a contested jump shot instead of getting past his man and using that soft coverage space to take that J. So I hope he works that out.
Maybe he got a range that he's comfortable with.
Yeah, probably getting to his spot.
I mean, look, Devin Booker is doing the same thing he's been doing all year for the past few years. Actually, like he's a mid-range shooter. He can come off the curl. He can come off the high screen and roll, and get to probably like the elbow. He may pull up or he'll drive if he still sees some, some space to operate. So I mean, Devin Booker's look. This is Devin Booker. This is what you're gonna get. He's a pure scorer. Chris Paul. He's been doing less than stellar things. Last game he had a good double. He had like 11 assists and I think like 21 points or so. So he was more redeemable. The previous game to that though, he had like 5 turnovers, 13 points, and even the key turnover in in game 4 where he gave the ball up to Drew Holiday, or was it Giannis? It was one of those two. I think it was Drew. And it was like doing like the closing minutes or two, like clutch time, fourth quarter, and he gave it up, which is very outside of the norm for what we see from Chris Paul. But
I'm not dribble right into it.
Yeah. But this is the thing, man. The Bucks, they've done this all playoff series, like all playoff season. They'll get down by 2-0-2. Chris Middleton, he'll score like 10 points, and we be like, "What's going on? Where's everyone at?" And then 3, 4, 5, and 6, they figured it out. Hey, we can talk about Budenholzer in-game changes all we want, but for some reason between game 2 and every other game, he knows how to make the adjustments necessary to stifle the offense. And also be productive on the defensive side as well, or just for Bucks to be productive on offense as well. So we see Chris Middleton pop up all of a sudden. He had the big 40 point game, and now Drew Holiday's getting into action now because now there's some rhythm and flow to the offense. Now he's able to get Chris Paul, who's not a bad defender in an ISO situation. And Drew being a bigger guy, he could, kind of bully him a little bit. And, that's you put your best players in the best position to be the most efficient or most effective. And that's exactly what the Bucks are doing. I have 98% chance that Bucks are going to win. The only 2% chances if Giannis and Chris Middleton get injured on the same day, or someone spiked their food and get the flu game, and maybe they hurt, they get a little stomach virus. But outside of any of these tragedies happening, the Bucks are going to go ahead and win it Tuesday. I'm just going to let y'all know. I'm sorry, dude.
Oh, you think they're going to close out?
You think so? Yeah, that's what he's saying.
Wow.
All in Vegas with that story.
And that's not a bad guess though. Like I don't think that's a bad guess, but you're making it seem as though the Suns haven't been uncharacteristic as well. I know we talked about changes that they've made, but I think it's less about the changes and more about the fact that Suns have been a little bit uncharacteristic in some regards.
Yes.
And helping maybe whatever changes Budenholzer has implemented, because like we said, it came down to a couple last plays, clutch time, giving up the ball twice now.
Yeah.
In clutch.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Like these kind of things could change on a dime. So that's what I'm like keeping myself open for.
Yeah.
Is like
so you're saying the margin of error is still enough to where it could sway one way or the other. I agree with you on that, because the wins aren't humongous wins. They're like 5 points or less. They're reachable. They're attainable. The issue
but think about the game. Like the play that Giannis made that's unbelievable, brother. Because he was checking the ball handler. And as he threw it up for the lob, he had to disengage from the ball handler, pivot, and go up to block Aiden on that lob, man. That if he doesn't make that play, it might have been a different story. And that play took some. That was a superhuman play.
It was.
If anybody could do it, Giannis could do it.
I think that's probably like the best block, even better than the LeBron block.
LeBron block.
It's a lot of talk about that.
Which LeBron block?
The Iguodala chase down block in the finals, Game 7. I think it was.
We're not gonna throw that band. We're not gonna throw the band block.
Oh,
he wants that band.
That was in the alley hoop.
You signed it, but that band block on
that was nasty.
On what was
Tatum?
it, Jason Tatum?
Yeah,
that was huge.
I had to go watch it again. The reason that I think this is, maybe we're just a prisoner of the moment, but the reason that I think that one was probably like the best block is just the athleticism that it takes to show off the screen, to hedge the guy.
I'm with you.
Do the pivot and know what the guy is.
I'm with y'all on the Giannis block. I'm just saying. You said the LeBron block. I was like, I don't know. I think there's been a lot of blocks better than that. But that LeBron block was good. But I'm just saying, like, we've seen a lot of great blocks.
I think
it's in the context of the NBA Finals too. So I think that's what I'm thinking about.
Okay.
But
fair enough.
But yeah, the thing about the Phoenix Suns is their bench players have to hit shots. Mikal Bridges has to hit. Cam has to hit. Like if they're not hitting shots, then they are relegated to Chris Paul and Devin Booker being the only producers of points. They don't have any size. They figured out DeAndre Ayton. They just put Giannis on him, which Giannis has been able to play him without fouling DeAndre at all. So now DeAndre's offensive productivity has dropped a little bit as well, because not only he had to play, DeAndre had to go up against Giannis on offense. He has to go and guard him on defense. They're putting him on defense, and they're just ISO and just letting them play. I think that's really killing Aiden's productivity on offense, because he has to go back on the other side and play against the bulldozer that is Giannis at this point.
Yeah, and that was a gamble, because they talk about Giannis. He's a great defender, but he plays really hard. And whatever minutes he's playing, he plays extremely hard. So sometimes they don't want him on the best player because he's gonna be gassed. Like he gives 150%. Like, you know what I mean? So it's a gamble that paid off.
And he got his brother on the sideline, giving him all the energy.
I know, right?
The biggest cheerleader, biggest fan ever.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
Yeah,
I could imagine that vibe.
Love to see it.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. I think their height is starting to become more stifling for the Suns, and it's becoming more glaring that they're missing Dario Saric. No one's gonna bank on Frank Kaminsky. No one's gonna bank on him.
Kaminsky. 2 minutes of Kaminsky that'll lose you a game.
That'll lose you 20 points right there.
I think also we talked about coming into this, the Suns, like they was kind of struggling to put these Clippers to sleep with all the injuries they had.
I said that too.
Okay, but in the same effect, man, the Bucks, they struggled to put the Nets to sleep when they had one star.
I mean, they had 2 stars technically. James Harden played.
Come on,
yeah.
Man.
James Harden was
one fully operable star.
No, I kind of agree with Chris, because that first game he did come back. Like, it was a terrible night for him, but they didn't just throw everything at KD. They respected it. They respected that Harden was on the floor.
Yeah.
And they didn't go at him as hard as they could have. And like you could see, he was playing on one leg. Like,
that's about it. He was playing on one leg.
That's the game they won, though.
It was half a star.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it wasn't the reason. I don't think Harden was the reason they won games, though.
That's what I'm saying. But I think his presence
was enough.
Kept them from being like, okay, we're just gonna leave.
To be honest.
We're gonna be honest and just.
I feel like that goes towards my point, man. The Bucks should have, not steamrolled, but they should have had a better series against the Nets. If you see Harden out there limping, punish him, put him back on the bench.
Yeah. No, I agree with you on that one. And I feel, at least from that standpoint, in that last bit you said with respects to how they did not attack Harden, I would have been attacking Harden 100% of the time. You on the floor, we going at you.
Yeah, you need to go sit down.
They didn't do it. They also didn't have Giannis on Kevin Durant when Kevin Durant started going off. I think he had like 8-9 straight points in the fourth quarter. He would just have a screen at the half court line, and he would just straight line. And I'm like, no one's going to guard. Like no one's going to make a switch to get, at least stop him or slow him down, make him do a jump shot. The dude was doing layups, and so, and then I think in that post game interview, I think Giannis was like, "Oh, I want to guard Kevin Durant the next game." And I'm thinking in my head, yeah, you should have been guarding him once he got 3 straight buckets in the fourth quarter.
But they talked about that. It's like, what do you guys want me to do? You think I should guard the best player? And like that kind of talk. And that's when they were talking about like, sometimes we don't want to put him in too tough of a defensive situation because we want to watch his minutes, but you want to kind of strategize.
You want to make him. Put him in the best places possible to utilize that energy, because otherwise he's on everything.
Yeah, exactly.
I got you. So yeah, man. I see we got $2 and a Sun and a maybe and a indifference, a draw.
I mean, I'm going against the odds, man, because looking at it now, this is according to ESPN Basketball Power Index of probability who's going to win the next game. The Bucks are sitting at 58.5, which I think is interesting because closeout games are like notoriously difficult to do. Mm-hmm. Is especially at this level. So I'm shocked that almost 60% Bucks favor to win. I'm shocked it's that high for this next game.
I don't know. That seems reasonable to me. 58%. Yeah.
All you gotta do is say 51%. That sounds good enough for me. You at home, you should close out at home, but it's always going to be hard. We've seen it with in recent years, so it's always going to be hard to do. It's going to be the toughest game. It only gets harder.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We need to look to see who's going to be the referee, man. I forget the referee that Chris Paul has never won.
Foster. Is it Scott Foster?
Scott Foster?
Hey, if I see he's the referee,
hey, I'm gonna put money down on the Bucks because Chris gonna get in his own head. He's gonna have that State Farm theme song in his head. We're
gonna start saying Cliff Paul.
So I heard there was a dirty push from Chris Paul.
A dirty push? I mean, Chris is not the cleanest player. I'm not surprised.
On a dunking Giannis midair, he pushed him. I heard.
He did push him, but I don't know if it.
I think it was a foul. He was trying to foul him though.
He was trying to foul him, so yeah.
Okay.
I've seen dirtier from Chris Paul, so.
Okay, I ain't
he's one of those slick kind of guys that he do things he can get away with. On the low.
Yeah. So. That's one thing I don't like about him. So, but that's okay.
Yeah, it's not my favorite quality of it, man.
Yeah. So, anything else y'all want to talk about on these finals, man, before we clock out and move on?
I think that was a good session.
Awesome. Cool. All right, well,
let's go either way, though. Because I can say that. I say it'll be good either way.
Oh, yeah.
Giannis been doing this thing for a long time, improving. This was an improvement we wanted to see. Him being able to overcome certain challenges. And if CP3 do it, same for him. He's been.
Are y'all
story either way?
Are y'all excited for this series?
I'm always excited for the series.
Yeah.
The only series I wasn't excited for was the Warriors against whoever they were playing against.
Wow.
That was straight hate.
That was the most boring finals ever. I didn't even watch that finals.
Mute yourself.
It was such a drag. 2 quarters of competition followed by 2 other quarters of just
He's still going.
When did you turn into Jason Whitlock?
All day.
When did you turn into Jason Whitlock?
We gonna get him a fedora.
5.
Yo, he's a Skip Bayless for the Warriors, man.
Steve Kerr came off the bench to shoot threes. I was just like, bro, I'm so over this.
You just Skip Bayless for the Warriors.
And then in the off season, we just signed DeMarcus Cousins. I was like, bro,
wow, he's really still going.
This is stupid.
We're done.
I'm sorry that I triggered you.
That was just the
I should have put a trigger warning on that one. I didn't think we was gonna go that deep.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Like he could taste the popcorn he was eating watching the game. Like he getting all these.
I've
things
never
coming
checked
back
out
to-
of a final so fast. I was like, this is dumb. I'm so over it. Yeah, we can put a pin in it, man. We're gonna talk about that a little bit later, at a later date, after y'all do y'all research. Because it seems like dudes don't know what he's talking about.
Wow, say what now?
Huh?
Are you trying to say what now?
We gotta move on.
Oh no, we could go back to that. What was that last
We
statement?
gotta move on, man.
Hey, see, man, you weren't talking all that. I was there shoulder to shoulder with you last time. Man.
Ooh.
Wow. Okay.
So you got out of no.
I'm in my desk. I'm in my zone. That's why.
Yeah, the safety bubble.
His feet touching the ground. Yeah.
All right, man. Let's move on before we get further off the rails, man. The ESPYs, man, they have happened. We had some awards being given out to some of the best athletes across the world, across different sports. And no, I'm not gonna go through all of them, but I do want to touch on a couple of them, man. Naomi Osaka, if you don't know her, now you know her. The best female athlete of the year. I believe Serena Williams also won this award back when she was almost doing Grand Slams and
Like in her sleep.
yeah, while pregnant.
Yeah.
But yeah, Naomi Osaka, I think she's number 2 in the world in tennis. She did get the Female Athlete of the Year award, and again, it probably came due to the fact that she opted out of, I believe it was the French Open, due to mental health concerns, and she decided she wanted to take her health as a priority versus participating in fear of getting fined for not doing some of the media obligations and some of the things that comes along with that she probably didn't feel like she was fit to do. And mental health is becoming a bigger forefront of how we look at it, and we look at it like a regular injury, versus physical injuries and things like that. So she got a lot of applause for that, a lot of support from the community. But yeah, Naomi Osaka won the Female Athlete of the Year, man. How y'all feel about that, Deuce?
No, I love it, man. For everything you just said too, man. She made a stance on mental health, man. I think is equally as important as when Kevin Love made his stance on it. There was an article, I forgot what magazine printed it, but that was like the first time like a big star has spoken on it, at least that I can remember.
Yeah.
It was a big piece. He shined a lot of light on it. And the fact that she's doing the same thing, I think is amazing. And she's open and honest about it. I mean, she's taking up the mantle from Serena Williams, which is not an easy task. Because as you mentioned, Serena was winning stuff like in her sleep, man. She was amazing. And for her to be in the same breath, awesome. That's a lot of stress. So I love it. I think they chose the right person.
Awesome. Kev, what's your thoughts?
Man, I wasn't even keeping up with Osaka like that. But I heard the whole situation and what happened, and you just enlightened me. I didn't know she won the ESPYs based on that.
I don't know if it was based on
highlight,
but it was just
including that, like, or in spite of, I guess.
Her play was amazing, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's in spite of it. Yeah.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
And I think she deserves this in spite of it because she still was playing at a high level, and I think she's still, like you said, number 2 in the rankings. She's young, up and coming. Yeah, man. Like I think she definitely deserve it. The whole mental health thing, I was still catching up on that whole situation on what happened, and those guys were kind of tough. Like you said, she didn't want to deal with the situation, but when I read it, they were making threats. It wasn't even just like fines. It wasn't like I'm gonna fine you. It was like I'm gonna give you harsher penalties and potentially even kick you out.
And they got ahead of it too. She did that in this tournament. They called up the other tournaments and started making joint statements. Like it was a lot.
Yeah.
Because it's one organization that's over the whole 4 of them. That's the thing. So those some big boys, big hitters, and they try to get their way. So I didn't like how they did that. They kind of bullied her into leaving rather than just. I don't know how much she was upset with the fines. It looked like she would have taken the fines, but then they like, nah. On top of that, I'm gonna fine you more. I'm gonna even give you harsher penalties. So taking that stance, knowing what people do to work their way to get to those opens, and knowing that she put herself and her mental health first, definitely big ups to that.
Yeah.
And, you know, just to tag on to what Kev was saying, man, there's an article here. She's facing a lot of backlash now for choosing to play for Japan in the Olympics over the U.S. But in here, she's saying that she's been playing for Japan since 14.
Yeah, that's her nationality.
Yeah.
That don't make any sense.
But apparently she's facing some backlash for it. I'm like, she's Japanese. I don't understand. It's crazy.
Yeah, that happens a lot. That people play for the U.S. country, and then go.
It gets tricky. It gets tricky,
but
when you have so many options, you really got 3 options.
Yeah.
but it's messed up because we don't do Giannis like that when he chooses Greece. You know.
No.
So that's
anybody else.
Nobody. I don't remember any other black person facing that.
No.
That's crazy. That just her.
Bruh. Yeah.
The recent news, man. People looking for something to chew on.
Yeah. People find a way. Like, I don't know if y'all remember back years ago when Serena. This is a little bit of a tangent, but when Serena was winning, and they were like, sports athlete of the year, it was Serena Williams, and they were trying to bring up the Kentucky Derby horse to be the athlete because they were so outraged that Serena Williams won.
The horse.
Yeah, they were. I forget the name of the horse. It's not even important. I remember when it was so much outrage because Serena Williams was like the athlete of the year, like not female athlete of the year, just like athlete, a person who plays sports or does competition, the best one of all of them. Over was it Novak, Djokovic, LeBron, Messi, all these people.
She was at the highest level of her sport.
Yeah, but she like rolling 12 calendar years. She's out here the best. She's just destroying it. So, and again, while pregnant, I ain't seen no man pregnant talking about oh man,
you won't see that.
I just dropped
Not yet.
I just dropped 50 points in the finals in Australia, by the way. So, like, bro, it's crazy. So, but yeah, this is a tangent, man. I didn't want to get too much into it. But yeah, people are gonna find things. That's my point.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So, Nuck, if you got something, Nuck, if you bucks.
Is great to see, a fellow Caribbean, specifically Haitian, out here on this world stage dominating.
Oh,
so
okay.
One of my people's just gotta appreciate that and put that out there. I wouldn't say she got bullied, into leaving. I think what she did was just kind of like a double. I think they tried to bully her, and it was almost like a double class act. It's like I'm going to put my mental health first, and Euro step around y'all conference. And when she saw all the controversy, she said, "This sport is too important for us to be talking about this, where everybody's giving their all to be competing on the world stage. So I'm just gonna drop out so they can focus on the game." So it's just like you can't even be mad. Like you can't, like, people will hate and be mad at the end of the day, but it's just like it was such a classy move. Like
the article I read, you know these things are, depends on what you read, but what I read said what I said, which is in the timeline of events. It wasn't right after the fine. It was like after she got the fine. They came back and said, "Hey, if you keep doing it, this is what we're gonna do."
That is the order of events. That is the order of events. But
like, that's why I said that, because it was like, man, Marshall Lynch and all these other guys who decide not to do media, they're like, eat the fines, you know what I mean? I'll eat the fine. But now I'm saying I'm going to eat the fine. You're like, nah, I'm going to shove more down your throat.
Yeah, it was like, bigger than the fine. They were going to disqualify.
Yeah, they were trying to make a statement. Yeah, I didn't like that. That was where I got the bully word from, because it seemed to be like they just inflate the chest
they were bullying. They were trying to bully her, but I think, ultimately she dropped out. Like, she would have ate the fines. I think she would have ate the fines easy. I think ultimately she just dropped out because it was too much extra stuff going on. Like,
they made it into something it shouldn't have been.
Yeah, nothing else to add. I'm happy that she decided to make a decision that's going to make her happy. Shame on the open coordinator, manager, director, whoever you want to call it, committee for not being cognizant and compassionate enough for your actual like product that you're trying to push, because she is the product that you're trying to push. Essentially, you're trying to have the best players in the world go up against each other and make money off of them. Like, I'm so confused. Why are you?
That makes no sense.
Yeah. So why are you? You know, I didn't take a day off of work.
Product.
Huh?
You said the word. You said product. Like, that's part of it.
Yeah.
Like, person, product, compassion, product, person.
I know. Exactly.
Like, you know, like it gets complicated from their dollars and cents perspective. You know.
Yeah.
Stupid,
Yeah.
man. It's even bad for the other players.
Yeah.
Because if I'm playing, you know, and I'm about my craft, I want to go against the best.
Of course.
So they rob them of that opportunity too.
Yeah. And a lot of them, when you look at tennis as a sport, it's not like a lot of these other sports. A lot of them pay to be there. Like only the top, you know, dominant people are really earning a living out there. A lot of people are at their pocketbooks flying and staying there and competing. So it's an expensive thing to be a part of.
Yeah. So I'm happy that she decided to do that. I'm happy that they recognize her, and I'm happy that she got the award in spite of the nonsense that went on. And hopefully that makes the Open series get their act right, the act together. And if not, man, so be it. Keep it moving. You ain't got to play in them places ever again. They probably call you all kinds of words that are disrespectful to you anyway. So I'm okay with it. That's, you know, I'm okay with that. I feel like sometimes you have to know what's bigger in life. And so yeah, in that case, do go find your happy place, and you're solid. So yeah, man. Naomi Osaka, man, good job. I'm always gonna be a fan, even though I don't watch tennis like that. But when I do,
I watch Serena.
Osaka,
I watch
And
Serena
now
too.
watch
That's
Osaka.
sad.
Now
I
watch
watch
Osaka
anybody
too.
else.
I watch Osaka. Yeah, I
I
actually
watch
I try to watch
Osaka, yeah.
Coco, and I try to watch Coco too.
Yep. Hey man, I'm trying. Everyone who's black, man, I'm supporting. Stephen Curry got best NBA player. He had a really good season this year. It was
Quite
it was similar to his unanimous MVP season. He had
Or
some
bet. I think some people say better than that.
Well, as far as his numbers, I think his numbers are very close. But he did have some games that was individually, like he had like career highs and 60-point games or whatever, 50-point games. So I don't know. Some people may call it better, but again,
it's literally
less
better.
with less personnel too.
Yeah.
It's this season's better.
Yes.
He's better in everything but the 3-point percentage.
Yeah. So that's fine. Do y'all feel like this was the right one? I didn't even know who was even in the running for this one. Stephen Curry. Let me go find this guy. Right quick. Stephen Curry.
I wonder if Dame was in there.
Well, okay. Okay? So is Luka So this is the nominees: Luka Doncic, Nikola Jokic, Chris Paul, and Stephen Curry. Of those four, one can make an argument. Doncic. One can make an argument. Or Jokic. But see, Jokic had Jamal Murray. That's the reason why I'm just like.
But he runs.
But even when Murray went down, he still kept pushing.
Yeah. But Murray wasn't a factor. He definitely kept the engine going.
But that was after. That was like late in the season though. I think
it was.
That is true.
So
yeah.
But it showed something though. It showed that he was able to, keep it going. Like I was impressed. Put it that way. I recognize the fact that Nuggets didn't really take a dip.
Yeah,
true.
Where other teams who lost key players did.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, you can use that same argument for Steph because the Warriors won like a -2 games last season, and this year they made it to the play-in tournament with Steph.
Yeah,
but he had Wiggins, who's a silent 20 guy. So we're gonna give.
Come on,
wow.
We're gonna say
you comparing Wiggins?
I don't like that compliment.
Murray? You comparing Wiggins to Murray? Are you putting that on the record?
Look, I'm just saying. So we just didn't hear about the points.
Numbers.
So,
Yeah.
Comparing Wiggins to Murray.
You're talking about numbers, dude.
Murray he has a loud 20. He's
Andrew
loud.
the silencer Wiggins.
Andrew Wiggins is just quiet, man. And then you had Draymond Green.
That's because y'all ain't looking at him. That's why he's so quiet. I mean, getting into that Andrew Wiggins stuff. Anyway.
Andrew the Whisper Wiggins.
Y'all can
Like
call it
that
what
one.
you want. Y'all just keep dogging on this dude. He'd be putting up points, contributing to the team's efforts and all.
Consistently.
Yeah, we
Consistently.
We agree.
Wiggins gets the scorecard like at the end of the game. Like, I'm gonna delete this, put 20 in here. I send that to the press.
I know, right? It's like if you get a D, you try to make it to an A on your report card. But you know, Steph had some help. We just didn't see him or hear from him.
He pulled them though. He definitely pulled them.
Definitely.
Whatever help he had, it was extracted. He dragged them. Yeah.
Can't argue that.
I got you. So yeah, I mean, I know y'all some stands, Warrior stands. I'm gonna let Deuce go ahead.
Can you go to them last? Because I'm gonna let them celebrate their Warriors and their greatness.
You wanna go first then?
I just want to say, what is this NBA Best Player Award, and how is it different from MVP? I was looking at who won the award, and I wasn't going too far back, obviously, but I was like, is this just the LeBron James didn't win the MVP this season award? That's how I saw it. But I can't get mad at Steph getting some highlight. I think he was a very good player last season. I don't know about best, but best is always subjective. He's definitely in the conversation for best. So why not? Why not him?
Yeah.
Why not Steph?
Yeah.
So I'll leave it there. I'll let you guys go celebrate y'all guy now.
I mean, that's all it is, man. It was the year he had, and like you said, there are other players that probably played just as well as him, but played pretty well that year too as well. But he just stood out. We all were talking about the Warriors. Well, I know I talked about the Warriors every week, every chance I got, try to get y'all in the bandwagon.
Yeah.
And man, it's hard to deny what he did with what we already know about him. Is like he solidified it beyond question. It's like, dude, your 3-point is wet. Your ability to shoot is ridiculous. You're the best shooter that we've ever seen in the NBA. From maybe you talk about Clay with his, the way he shoots and his the purity of his shot. But man, Steph is unbelievable. That's how I felt about the season. And we almost had a chance to in that play-in. We were this close.
But you lost twice. So.
You're right.
Oh, come on. But it was still
it was great.
It was
great.
The first loss shouldn't have happened. Like I'm not gonna say it shouldn't have happened. It happened. What happened. But it seemed very likely that the Warriors were slated to win, and somebody just came up and made a bigger play than the other team.
No. They put up a fight. Now, I think. Outside the finals,
go ahead.
No, I'm just gonna say real quick. Outside the finals, I think the play-ins was like the best highlight of the playoffs so far. Anyways,
specifically his performances.
Yeah. So, we're talking about the West, the East. Yeah, there was a little bit. There was less engaging. Yeah, less engaging. But the West, that's where it was at. So, yeah, I'll let Deuce go ahead and get on this horse and.
Oh man, look, I like what Kev said, man. Other players had good games, but Steph stood out. I mean, gold will always stand out when it's set upon like other silver bars, right? So Steph is that golden bar, man. He's the golden beacon this year. He tore it up, bro. I mean, look, averaging 32 points, right? As far as 3-pointers, dude was shooting 42% and almost 13 threes a game. 13 a game. He's never done that before, man. And he just put the Warriors on his back. He said, yo, we're going to ride this thing, man. And those play-in games, I'm still salty with LeBron doing that Oscar performance. My eye. I'm going to roll on the ground for a whole half a quarter, kill this momentum, and then come up and do that shot. I thought you couldn't see, bro. How you going to
shot for the middle one? He just told you. He told you.
He just did.
He told you. Maybe he's that good that he's able to adjust to optical illusions.
LeBron's a beast. I never take anything from him.
You also forget he immediately got. Well, he didn't immediately get up. When he eventually got up, he went 2 for 2 at the free throw line.
He did go for
that
2.
foul.
Yeah,
that's robotic. That's boom. Okay, but that 3 though. Anyways, back to Steph, man. What Steph did is nothing short of amazing. I mean, he was in contention for the MVP. I see why there's an argument for Jokic should get it. I got it. It normally goes to a team that's making it into the playoffs. This has been the first, I think, ever that the MVP would go to somebody who didn't make it to the playoffs. But Steph's this season, history books, man. He lit the NBA on fire.
True that.
Yeah. I mean, I
Well
can't.
said. Well said.
Yeah, I can't knock it. I don't know the whole thing about the gold and silver bars.
I know that was a bar.
I was
Oh,
out here
extra,
like
yeah.
hip hop quotable.
My
Yeah,
memory
that's
is
what Kev
hazy.
said. Kev said he stood out like gold
Yeah.
and amongst silver.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was reading in between the lines of what Kev was saying.
But my memory is a little hazy. When you were inviting people on that bandwagon earlier in the season, was everybody on board or like?
Hey, what happened? Because what did I say?
I don't know.
I said they. I don't think it's
know.
gonna make
I-
the
there's some
playoffs.
doubt out here.
I hit
There's some
that
doubt.
with holler. I ain't call out
What?
nobody. I just asked was everybody on board. You was already.
There was some doubt. There was some doubt in the mix.
Doubts, but did that doubts happen? Did they make it to the playoffs? I said they might make the play-in. I looked at the roster.
I was
I saw something
guaranteeing the
different. I didn't see that what the help was coming.
Yikes.
Okay.
Hey,
Yikes.
look if you buckets out here pushing triggers.
For real. Like I was like, I should have put the trigger warning. You out
Tonight,
here
yeah.
talking about at the end how you know how they say how it started versus how it ended? End of the season, you talking about gold on silver and monuments and
Bro.
beginning of the season is like, I don't know about this.
I was never doubting stuff.
It was you was never down
Down the
to be
situation.
fair. You were
Yeah.
down the situation. Kelly Oubre, Andrew Wiggins, Klay Thompson injured again. There was reason to have doubt.
There was reasons, yeah.
But I'm
But you,
just
but you
saying.
didn't watch the preseason. That's what you missed out on. You had to watch the preseason. And the first 10 games, it was very evident that they were coming to play this season.
So, all right, man. Last topic. Let's just go ahead. This is gonna be real quick. The Olympic team. They, I believe, finished their exhibition rounds 2-2. A little struggly. Nigeria got the best of them, and then who was the other one? Australia showed them the way, and then they finally like even it out with wins over Argentina. And who was the last team that they beat? Spain.
Yeah.
Which actually is surprising considering that those are more of the global powerhouses. But yeah, we know the roster on the team. It's not definitely our best.
Keldon Johnson represent, baby.
Hey.
Kelvin
They
Johnson.
got one-
Hey, he's coming from Kentucky,
Bang.
bro. We know how Kentucky people do. They ball.
We got
That's in the USA. Why not?
Shut up.
That's how they pick people.
Anyway, man, we got like
And it's continental USA.
we got JaVale McGee on the team. We got Dame Time. We got Devin
And you
Booker.
start with JaVale. I just say you start with JaVale.
Well, I'm just starting from the. He was the last one in, so I was
You doing it in
Kelvin
order of
Johnson.
height? You doing it in order of height? Is that what we doing?
So the last one is you should have went to Keldon Johnson next. man.
Well, you said Kelvin Johnson already, so I was like, oh yeah.
So Dame is like
So then with JaVale, then Dame, Devin Booker's he's awaiting arrival. We have Draymond Green. I don't know why. We have Bam Adebayo.
Wow, I don't know why.
We have Jason Tatum. We had some stars like they're not top tier except for Dame and
Zach
Kevin
LaVine,
Durant.
Jeremy Grant,
you know what I'm
Tatum.
saying. Tatum.
Yeah.
Tatum.
Tatum for beast.
Bam Bam,
So
Bam Odell.
Yeah.
Bam Odell.
Jeremy
Bam,
Grant.
But the question is, man, how y'all feel about this team? Y'all think this team gonna win gold? Are y'all gonna be interested this year? That's a real question. Kev, are you interested? You don't look too interested.
It's been slow. Right now, I'm not that interested. When I saw the roster too, I wasn't that interested. But it's basketball, man. I need a fix after the finals, so I'm gonna be tuning in.
Hey, the big three already started, so if you want to watch the big three, there's some good basketball.
Yeah,
3-on-3. Joe Johnson, ISO Joe, Coutinho Mobley.
They probably got similar rosters, to be honest.
What?
Oh,
Alright,
man.
so you just gonna be
That's a shady
disrespectful, Nuck,
roster.
if you
This
book
the
go
most.
ahead.
This the most patriotic Team USA ever. This the volunteer militia.
So you're not gonna watch it then because it don't have no big names? Is what you're trying to
The
say?
ragtag bunch of guys. I don't watch it.
It's a ragtag. Man, are you disrespecting
This dude is
Tatum?
disrespectful.
KD?
Yo, KD coming for you, bro. He's
This
coming.
like the
He's
this
coming.
is
He's
like
your
the
mixtures.
this is like the Expendables. Like sure. Like listen, do they have 5 great players or even more than 5? Yeah, but I'm just saying depth wise, like come on,
No, that was.
come on.
They got Bam. They got Draymond and Bam. best defensive player in all of history, and bam.
Both of them claim to be the best defensive player.
That's my case.
So we got good D. We got good D.
There you go.
It's crazy.
We got good D.
I know. I said they both claim to be the best defensive player. That not
know,
that they both
yeah.
were. Okay.
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
All right, man. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. We've been over this for a little minute, man. I see we lost Deuce, man. He's getting a little spicy there. I guess I could start with Nuck if you Bucks, man. You got anything you want to sign off with?
Thanks for joining us today. I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. It was definitely fun to tape. I missed you guys. We didn't do the Thursday night special, but we got to it and we got to talk about these NBA playoffs. So I really enjoyed it. Follow us, like us, subscribe, hit those like buttons, all the platforms, Reddit, Facebook, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. There you go. All the venues. And that's about it, man.
Cool. Kev RL, you up?
That's what's up, man. I think you touched on all of the good stuff there. Big up to CP3. Still got some belief in them boys, but
Okay.
tough road ahead. Chris the Buck Whisperer, longtime Bucks fan, just found out tonight.
Bro.
We've been mistaken all this time.
Born again Bucks fan.
Boy.
Giving us the okie doke, changing up jerseys on us. I don't know. I'm confused.
Yeah,
now, but
he may have had access to a Bucks jersey.
Hey, I had the Sam Cassell back in the day, man. You know what I'm saying? So,
Okay.
Michael
okay.
Redd, I was a fan of him, man. He always knocked my Grizzlies out. I'm a Grizzlies first, and then I'm like Bucks second. So
I get it. I just saying
that's
the
your
first time
order?
We've heard of it.
That's
first
your
time we've
order?
heard of it.
that's we're not going into this. I lived in Milwaukee for a little bit, man. So
I understand that, but
Okay,
your
okay.
order is Grizzlies Bucks.
That's what he said.
Yeah. I mean, and so Grizzlies are out, so Bucks are stepping up, bro. That's why I'm here. We here. Oh, I'm sorry, Grizzlies. I mean, if you want to throw in the 49ers, it's Grizzlies 49ers.
No, I mean basketball.
But basketball, yeah.
Okay.
Bucks,
Stay in the
man.
sport, man.
Yeah.
Hard to tell, bro. It's hard to
No,
tell.
it's all good. I'm helping you. I'm gonna be your guide.
I remember last season it was whoever the Heat was playing was your team.
It was the Bucks.
and the Celtics.
Hey.
And you went harder for
at
the
one
Celtics
point.
than you did for the Bucks. To be honest.
Because
That's
man,
true.
Hey, no, let's not dig up old stuff, man.
We expected more from them boys, but yes.
Let's not
Yeah,
stay in the
You're right.
past.
We digging. But we appreciate y'all, man. Like, thanks for watching. This was a fun episode. There was some light topics in the, gone into some serious ones too, but I liked it. Enjoy it.
Cool. Deuce, man, you done coughing, man. Go ahead and say your last piece before you go to the hospital.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in. My sinuses are about as wild as Chris's outtakes, man. So
Wow.
just trying to hold it together here, man.
Wow.
Like, subscribe. We love everything, man. And this is a good episode. I like it. I gotta run again because the nose is going. This dog sitting. Never ask a non-dog person to watch a dog. They're dying. I'm literally dying.
Wow.
You ain't gotta lie, Deuce, man. We know you saw that Team USA roster.
He said, I can't hold it in.
Wow. And this is Chris, man, the Buck Whisperer. Hey, yo, hold it down for my Bucks, man. We're going to go ahead and get a championship for the first time since 73, 72. Oscar Robertson and Kareem. I think back then he was called Lou Alcindor, man. See, y'all know. Y'all know.
Nah, we don't
I
know.
man.
Nah,
Hey.
we don't need to be knowing all that.
Oh, man.
Yeah, right?
But,
What his mama call him?
oh, man. But, yeah, man. If you enjoyed it, let us know. Write us in the comments. Like it. Share it with friends. Tell people, man, it's going to make us better. And then, make us bigger and greater. And then we can give you more of what you want. Let us know how y'all feel about these Bucks, man. Who's going to win, or CP3's, is going to be tainted by losing the championship, because this is what's going to happen. So, yeah. Other than that, man, I'll leave it at that. I'll let everyone else go, man. Everyone else, man, peace.
All right, later.
Peace.